welcome to Academy Christian 24-hour daycare. Come on in. I see that you're getting ready to register your children in our school. So what can I interest you today? Okay, our walkthrough is going to begin in our library here. And as you can see, you have a variety of books and animals and all type of stories that we can sit down and tell our children what is going on in the world. So once our children get here, they will be introduced to the library, which means that they can come at any time they want to with their teacher to select any book that they want to according to their lesson plan. In one section we have religious stories about Joseph and Jesus and the Virgin Mary. And over here behind you we have all type of books about animals. Children do love animals. All our rooms double as a snack room. Okay, we continue our tour. This is room number 1. In room number 1, we have our children in to learn the universal signs of hand washing. And you see over here on the wall, they have to learn all these universal signs because these are the signs that you would see out on the street. And no matter what time or what town that you go into, even universal overseas, you find some of the same type of signs. So we teach our children how to recognize those signs. And then we get to the days of the week. They have to know those. And each room is equipped with a pointer. We call these pointers, and they're for pointing so our children can be more visible for our children. Over here we're teaching the days of the months. They have to know those. And even when a child is 2.5 years old, they learn the days of the weeks and the months of the year, which is very, very important for them. Each room has been measured off to include a teacher, one teacher, and 8 to 10 students if they're 2.5 years old and older. And also we have our shelves for puzzle section, the alphabet section, and children are able to get any toy that they want to with the direction of a teacher. So we learn that children have to be taught how to play. This is why it is a structured daycare school. So this is room number 1. Okay, what you're seeing now is a part of our obstacle course. Once children learn to recognize the numbers, then they begin to hop on our hopscotch little diagram here. And then they go through the tunnel here. They go to one of the doll houses. And then they meander all the way around to the alphabet, which is on the floor on the other side. So this is a way that we reinforce the number concept, the alphabet concept, phonics concept, and as well as the art of listening to and carrying out directions. So this is part of our obstacle course. There is the alphabet on the floor. Okay, our walkthrough continues in room number 2. And it's so exciting when children finally get to this room because now they know their numbers and their alphabet. And they're beginning to learn the days of the week and the months of the year. This is an exciting time in room number 2. So over here, we expanded a little bit by allowing them to, now they can play in the dollhouse. And once they play in the dollhouse here, they learn how to keep it neat, to keep the dog outside the doghouse, which is so wonderful. And they have to clean up behind themselves everything that they do, which is also carry over into the home life. Now mom and dad are seeing their children clean up their toys and be just fastidious around behind themselves, which is also very good. They also learn the colors. The colors are very important too, because everything in our society, in our lives, in our home has a color to it. So they learn how to color coordinate the things that they do as well as their wardrobe. Also, room number 2 has a lot of blocks and books as well. And over here is the musical section. They can select music to play with, especially when it's free playtime. And it offers a lot of enjoyment for children as well as a teacher to see them act out the music that they have. And this is room number 2. Shall we go on to room number 3? Okay, welcome to room number 3, and it's so good that you're here to see what we do in room number 3. Once children have learned the alphabet, the number, and they can follow the obstacle course without any help from the teacher, now it's time to come into this room. Now we begin to put 2 sounds together, at, to make one sound, which is at. So they begin to pre-read in room number 3, which is also exciting. And we also have over here another globe. The globe is there. We can give children the latitude and longitude in this room, and believe it or not, they can find Detroit or they can find Michigan just by knowing the latitude and the longitude that we give them, which is so exciting to see them do that. We also have puppet play over here in this room, which is mobile, and we can take into any room, but it's primarily in room number 3 is our puppet show. Over here, they learn the parts of a tree. You never think about a tree too much, but children learn how the parts of a tree work and what they're for, and that trees are very, very important to keep the atmosphere very clean. And when children learn that, they have more respect for a tree. And as we know, that when you teach children young enough, it stays with them a long, long time. Also over here, we have children, to begin with, they're doing puzzles. We start them out with maybe 1 or 2 piece puzzle, and then we gradually move up to maybe 24 piece puzzle. And after a while, they're doing puzzles 100 piece in about 15 minutes. Some people think that's unheard of, but children actually can do in 15 minutes complete a 100 piece puzzle. So these children are really, really very bright, and I look forward to working with them. Let's go to our gym now. Okay, this is a part of our gym. This is where our children learn how to cook. And right there behind you on the wall here, we have the sink and the little stove and the refrigerator and some other cabinets where they can learn how to prepare meals for their family. And right here we have their dinner table where they actually make little meals for their friends and their family. And oftentimes it's the mom and the dad preparing meals for the children, and it works out really well. But there's one hitch to it. There's one little hitch to it. They have to make sure they stack the dishes just the way they were when they came into the kitchen. Children love it because it is structured play, but they're learning something at the same time. Over here on the wall, we also learn how the fire drill. We have a fire drill and tornado drill once a month. They never know when, but it's very important, and it's also recommended by the state of Michigan. I would do it anyway because it's just who I am. Over here, they learn the parts of the body, and we also mention the anatomical correct parts of the body so children will know. And parents like that because it's informative and it teaches them. Also, we had safety signs before. We have safety signs continue. Because once you point to something on the wall, they will already know it because they learned it in room number 2. Remember way back there? And this over here is really very important too. We go through all type of emotions. We also teach children how to learn to read emotions. Sad, happy, jealousy, tired. These are important because children go through these every day. And it's also good to know when parents are also having these type of emotional expressions on their faces as well. Above that, you see all the planets are circling around here. They get to know those. We're going to continue over here. We're going into another part of our gym area. We're going to pass our little playhouses over here into the gym area. Over here on the back wall, you see the American flag. They learn how to pledge allegiance, and they learn who our president. We have even an Obama song that we sing, which is really, really good. Okay, come on, let's complete our journey. We're at the other end of our gym, and on the back wall, you see the American flag, which was donated to me by my father, or given to me by our father at his death. So that this is very good. So he's with me everywhere I go, and he loved children too. But over on the wall here, you find all the presidents of the United States, even up to our current president, which is President Barack Obama. And We even did a Barack Obama dance, which the children love so very well. And right beside the president over here to your right, you have all of the inventors on the wall next to the president. All the inventors, scholars, and their achievers. We have some great inventors, and we even carry this through to our lesson plans during the Black American Month, which is February. Children need to know that because we have some very, very astute people in our community. We want to make sure that this continues as we train and teach our children. Okay, over here we have the kitchen area, which our lunches are served. We do not have hot lunches, but we do store them in here in the refrigerator, and we store hot. Also, we have a TV here, which I don't like TVs in a classroom, but we do have it when we have some educational things we want to show our children. That's the only time that it comes on. Otherwise, it's off most of the time. The children are allowed to get balls for the outdoors or the indoor play, which is also wonderful for the indoor exercising and the gross motor skills. A variety of puzzles,